Here's why we do the funnel process. I haven't finished the funnel yet. Process of elimination versus the process of selection. I don't want you to select a home during the funnel process. I want to eliminate some stuff so I can get to the 3 to 5 homes to show you. I'm not trying to show him the world. I want to show him how we're going to eliminate what he doesn't want. Make sure you don't miss anything. This is going to be something you're going to, hey, Mr. Derek, this is why we do the funnel. We want to make sure we don't miss anything. That's why I included Realtor.com, Zillow, for sale by owners, pre-construction, yada, 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 Facebook Marketplace. I didn't even think about that. That's new for me. Thank you, Derek.
Can you repeat process of elimination?
Okay, so the reason why we do the funnel is the process of elimination versus the process of selection. I'm not trying to select anything yet. I want to eliminate the stuff that does not match his criteria. I remember what he wanted, 2-1 commercial. So we will look at some online. We will do some drive-by. You'll see, this is what I just told y'all. You're going to drive by. You're going to see some online. You'll be in control of your decisions. Our goal is to identify the top 3 favorites. And I got 2 extra ones over here dangling. So I get about 5. And I'll do the market analysis on each. We want to make sure you don't pay too much. That's one side of the funnel we're going to go over. And we want to make sure you're not paying over and beyond the price. It's not here, but that's what that is. I want to make sure you're not overpaying. All right. So then I'm going to draw a line right here. I don't want them to pay over market value. And I want to make sure they don't miss anything. Not over market value. That's what it looks like. Mr. Derek, you're looking for a 2-1, correct? You've been over 300,000, and we're looking in Miami Gardens.
Yep.
No, I don't know what he's gonna find in Miami Gardens, but okay. Maybe a 2-1 in Overlock, Bunch Park area. Mr. Derek, I want you to pay attention to this. I want to make sure you don't miss anything on the market. That's why it's important to make sure you give me a call. If you're driving by, you see a house, I'm going to be sending you everything that you need to see from all of these resources. And then I'm going to bring him into my world. A lot of y'all, thank you. A lot of y'all don't want to expose the MLS to your buyers. You need to show them, because sometimes this is what I get. Oh, the last realtor is not helping me because they're not sending me anything that's in my budget and anything that I like. But because they don't understand the market space, our job is to teach them. And so I do this. I go into my MLS just like this, and I share my screen with them. If I'm in front of them, I share the screen with them. I log in. Guys, all of this is a part. All right, bad login. Okay. Now I take them right here. I'm doing everything I would normally do without a buyer. But this time we're doing it with a buyer. I want y'all to do something different. This is a strategy that I learned and I love it. So he's looking for a single family home, correct? I want to show him everything that's active or coming on the market. He says he's looking for a 2. I'm going to put a 2+. This is the MLS guy. I'm going to go ahead and put a 1+. If I could find a 3, Mr. Derek, let me ask you, if we find a 3-2 for 300, are you interested in that property?
Yeah, I'm interested.
I'm going to do 2+, 1+, right? Then I'm going to go ahead in Miami-Dade County. I'm going to go ahead and put in 310. The market is a little forgiving right now. That you're still negotiating. All right. So I want 310 or below. I feel like we can negotiate if we need to. Okay. And then he wants to be in Miami Gardens. I'm going to put Miami Gardens. Boom. I already had 3 matches. Perfect. And he's watching me as I go, and I'm explaining to him what I'm doing. So, Mr. Derek, we have 2 properties coming to market under 310. And here are a few of them. As I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and set up his own personal portal. Mr. Derek, how does it feel to have your own personal portal?
I'd like that. Will I be able to view properties on my own time?
Well, here's the beautiful thing about using a real estate professional. And remember, you don't pay a dime to the real estate professional. Here's the bonus. When things hit the MLS, all those websites we saw in the funnel, they're usually 99% of the time transferred from the MLS into their database. So now you're going to see it the moment it hits the market. You're going to get an email that says, hey, Mr. Derek, a new property just met your criteria. They're going to be impressed. Their own portal. Not portable, portal. And now guess what happened? Mr. Derek, you can heart it if you like it. You can click the light bulb if it's a maybe. And if you just simply don't like it, you can just put it in the trash. And now we're starting to communicate without even talking to each other, because I can see what he did in his portal. So now I'm creating a portal. So let's go ahead and create the portal for some of y'all that don't know how to create the portal. We're going to say new email search. I'm gonna find his name here, CC it, new commercial property. Boom. I've set up a new safe search for you on, nope. In fact, scratch that. I don't want to do that. I want to do new safe search. Nope. Scratch that. I was right. All right. We're going to find Mr. Derek's name here. Boom. New home search. And here it is. I've set up a new safe search for you on one home. I'll send you any new. This is just an introduction to what he's about to get. And then I'm going to enable the concierge mode. Why? I don't want him to get everything directly. Because what if some crap go in there that he already specifically told me he don't want? And guess who look like Boo Boo the Clown? Me. So I'm going to scrub the list first, and then I'll approve what I want him to see. Because I know what he wants. I've already listened to what he wanted. All right, so I'm enabling the concierge mode. What does that mean? That means that the property will come to me first, and then I will review it. And if it's okay for his standard, then I'm going to hit approve. But if he tells me he doesn't want to do any renovation, he wants a tenant in there already, why would I send him something that needs a new room? He doesn't want to do that. Now, maybe somewhere along the line he might change. I'll change your criteria then. And now, guess what? I'm going to select those 3 properties. Well, he's going to select those 3 properties. And then now I might even set up an appointment to see a couple of them that day or the next day. Because we know properties leave the market very quickly. I'm not waiting till the weekend. It is Tuesday. Because I got to go back and do this all over again. No, I'm going to set the appointments. He's a serious buyer. I got his pre-approval. He's spending time with me on the Zoom. He's ready. So I show him the MLS and I say, Mr. Derek, this is going to be a consistent portal for you. Have you hurried up to make a decision? Are you ready to move forward? Okay. Are you ready to move forward, Derek? He said yes. What am I going to do when I hang up with Derek right now? I'm going to actually now give him the documents that you're talking about, but it's not just the buyer's agreement. It's my resume. It's my bio. It's my contracts and addendums and the buyer's agreement. I've done all the work. You think he's ready to sign with me? He thinks I'm serious. I'm a serious professional. I now explain those documents to him. I want you to start review, and I pull them up. If I'm on Zoom, I pull them up. If I'm in person, I go through them with him. I'm not going to go line by line. This is a contract. I want you to review it so that you're comfortable when it's time to place an offer. You're familiar with the language. If you have any questions, give me a call and we'll work through it together. I'm not an attorney. I'm not there to interpret language, but you should know what you have somebody's side. I don't care what the board say. You should know what you have somebody's side. Okay, everybody's not going to have an attorney. Does that make sense? You gotta know the basic terms of the basic terms of your contract. And then I go over and here's my resume and bio. You could read it on your own at your own leisure. Whether they read it or not, I don't really care. Will you be impressed if I gave you something like that? And then here, Mr. Derek, here's the buyer's brokerage agreement. You said that you were ready to work with me, correct? Correct, Derek? So, this all in the background, I get it. Okay, good. So, are you ready, Mr. Derek?
I'm ready.
I did. And then did I give him the buyer's agreement? He already said he's ready. Well, what pushback is he going to give me at this point? Does this make sense?
For deadline, the buyer's agreement?
Absolutely. I don't go over every detail, but he's going to know that he's going to pay me if he does not use me. I'm going to make that very clear nicely. This is the buyer's, you said that you were ready to work with me. Here's a buyer's exclusive buyer's agreement. They contract me as your realtor. Please sign them. They're confident because you've just given them a level of professionalism. And nobody has ever given them that form. So now they feel like, this is it. We're exclusive in a relationship now. All right. So, guys, is that clear? We go look at the property. We get the boom, 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 boom. What do you do after the contract is executed? Hi, Stephanie. And this is what I'm going to do. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Great, great, great. Listen, I'm sending over an offer for my client. I'm sending the pre-qual letter, the proof of funds. Y'all, do not write the stuff in the contract. It's raggedy. Your handwriting is raggedy. It says something about you with all the technology we have. Would you have put on that shirt this morning and not ironed it? Exactly. And she said it with an attitude. Yeah. That neck roll, with a neck roll, she's serious. So don't put your chicken scratch on the contract. Be very professional. Make sure every line is filled out. That says something to us. That tells me at least they're organized. So Stephanie, I'm sending you a purchase agreement for ABC Northwest 123 Street. The buyer's pre-approval will be there, pre-qualification, whatever, when you have a proof of funds, whichever. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and feel free to reach out to the real estate mortgage broker. We're going to call anyway, whether you tell us or not. If I'm the listing agent, I'm calling the mortgage because I'm about to go and qualify them too. Because you got some raggedy people out here. You got some bootleg people out here. Realtors, we're doctors, everybody. Everybody's not perfect in their profession. You try to find the right person, the best person with the best experience and the best professionalism. And she's new, but she has experience because now she's partnered with me. So she's going to leverage my partner and I, who has 22 years of experience, my partner and I, who has 22 years of experience. My partner and I, she didn't say she was new. She said my partner and I, and then she's going to backdoor me and say, Claudienne, I got the contract. What are we going to do next? Boom. We're going to get on a, boom. If she needs me on a call, I'm going to get on a call with her. My partner, I be her new. My partner and I, that's why it's important who you connect with and partner with. Does that sound like she doesn't have 22 years? She didn't say Claudienne. She said my partner and I, who I don't know who she talking about. That what now? Her or me? I just playing with some language. And we're gonna come and we're gonna look professional. Actually, we really should do a class on like, what do you call it? The etiquette. The etiquette, real estate etiquette. And then I'm gonna send that offer over. And I'm not gonna wait for you to respond. I'm gonna call a follow up. I like the people who call me a follow up. They're aggressive. That means they're gonna help you get to the. And my job is, Stephanie, my job is to help you look great to your seller. And I tell people that all the time. My job is to help you look great to your seller by getting this deal to the closing table. Now, now you can just take it a step further. You can send a thank you note to that real estate agent. Who does that? Even if they don't select your offer, I just want to say thank you for your seller considering my buyer's offer. If anything happens in the future and you don't go to closing, I prayerfully wish you go to closing. But if anything happens, would you give me a call? Would you consider me? Y'all have to do that. You have to set yourself apart. There are 60,000 agents. What are you doing different?
Hey, Claudienne.
Huh.
Hey, bro, kind of just chiming in with what you're.
I mean, hold on. Y'all know Ro is from New York. She just unmuted herself and said, hey, Claudienne.
That's right. You know it. Listen, so kind of just going back to like the conversation you're having. So I just want to tell a quick little story here. So I was working with one of my sellers and working with their attorney, first time, never worked with her before. You know, it was a smooth transaction, but my sellers were a little difficult, but I got them to where they needed to be and it worked out, right? We closed. Well, about 2 weeks ago, the attorney called me. I saw her name on my screen and I'm thinking, oh God, what the hell happened? So I'm like, hello, Veronica. And she was like, oh, hi, whatever. And she said, you remember who I am? And I said, of course. I said, you did the closing for, the Rosenthals. And I'm like, what's up? And she said, well, I'm calling you because I was so intrigued about your professionalism and how you handled the sale for the Rosenthals because I've worked with them before and they were not easy to work with. And she said, the reason why I'm calling is because I'd like to list my home and I'd like you to list it for me.
People are watching you in the transaction. I was just talking to Jeff. I was like, no. Remember, when we do something, it's not one-dimensional. I'm doing the open house for the buyer. I'm doing it for the potential buyer to come in without the realtor. I'm doing it for the nosy sellers. Ro, I'm glad you unmuted yourself. How many times have you had open house and the nosy sellers have come by and said they want you to sell your house, even though they're with their realtor? Oh no, but we just signed a buyer's brokerage agreement for selling the house. They could find me the house, but I want you to sell my house. Has that happened to you?
Anytime I've hosted an open house, yes, it has. And I got them on both ends. I got them to sell their home if they had a current home and obviously buy a home. So yes, I did.
How about an open house? We don't do one-dimensional things. You must always be on your P's and Q's. Your nice little cookies. I referenced her last class or the class before, just these little cookies. She sent me the cookies in the mail. She all the way from New York. Like, just send me these cookies. They good. But I didn't know. Sometimes when you sit in them, they miss the name. And but which way, the little cookies, the houses, the cookies are shaped in the house and the roof is green and it's real cute. And then she has a deity and then she has the little electronic keypad. The iPad thing, the sign in, and then she has the water. I'm just like, dang, she outbeating my open house. And she So the thank you card after the listing appointment, I just used to send thank you cards. She says, well, I spruced it up and put a $5 or $10 gift card to the local coffee shop, donut shop in the community. So now guess what happens? That seller they never gotten it, so they're oppressed. They get this gift card. They go to the local shop. The people in the shop knows that she bought the gift card. Oh, so watch this. The people in the shop now know that it's not one dimensional. Look at that. Look at the train that's going. She's in the coffee shop. She's talking to the little boy who's working, like 18, 19. She gives him the car. They were talking. Oh, my mom's thinking about selling her house. She got the listing. Because guess who went home and told mom who they saw in the coffee shop? Guys, you cannot, don't go into these places thinking, oh, I'm just going to get my $5 coffee. And if you're in Starbucks, $8 coffee. Always think, how can I maximize my time in the space? Guys, have you guys heard enough today? Have you learned something? Do you know how to pre-qualify a buyer? So you're sending the text messages out. Now you know what to do. You could either send them the link or do it on the phone. If you're new, do it on the phone. Practice. I don't do it on the phone anymore because I'm busy. And people know that. So they're like, okay, this is great. Let me get on the phone. I've been on the phone for many, many years. Hey, let me ask you a question. Your email, phone number, great. All those questions. You got to ask them the questions.